What's going on, everybody? Hardcore realms on the PTR server are available. Well, one realm only, singular. And everybody's been jumping in on it, at least last night when it launched, and then Blizzard shut it down for a couple of hours before I went to sleep. Anywho, I had a request under my video to touch upon the subject for Paladin spell prioritizations and a talent guide. Now, I know this has been done many times by other sources, people, etc., but I'll just voice my things on the matter because I do believe that there are some talents that are very important to touch upon, just to make the hardcore journey a bit more manageable, since we're going to be auto-attacking our way to level 60. Anyhow, let's get into it real quick. We're going to go straight to the talents, get that out of the way, and then we'll focus on the spells. So for talents, first few points, you would rather go like this. Boom. This is exactly 11 points. This will leave you at level 20. At level 20, I would recommend grabbing Seal of Command. Now, my opinion on Seal of Command is that if it procs, yes, it's wonderful, but it's too dicey. Like, you're throwing a coin, you're throwing a die, and sometimes you may get a couple of auto attacks that never proc the seal. Sometimes you get a couple that do. The longest session I've had with Seal of Command not proccing was 7 auto attacks. So you do that with whatever you feel like. You decide what to do, but the seal is amazing, especially if you have a very strong weapon for your level. I would recommend getting it. There's no reason not to. Just to touch upon this, Seal of Righteousness, which you start off with, I would personally recommend not to just abandon it. You could abandon it if you want to just go entirely dice roll, but the seal still does a lot of damage at level 20. It starts to gradually fall off as we gain more levels, and Seal of Command becomes even more powerful with a more powerful weapon, so it's a personal choice. Me, particularly, when I did the challenge for 60, and since I was playing without a bubble, I chose to not spec into Seal of Command all the way until level 42. Yeah, that's ridiculous, I know. You can check it in my clips. At level 42, that's when I put a point into Seal of Command, and that's when I start using it when I have the Axe from Scarlet Monastery, the quest. So yeah, that's upon that. Now, after you get your Seal of Command, I would suggest going into the Holy Tree, put 5 points here, 5 points into Spiritual Focus. This talent is very strong for Paladin. The whole problem with a Paladin is we have only 2 healing spells. Unless you go Deep Holy, but we're not going to be talking about that. This is mainly Retribution. So this thing eliminates the problem the Paladin has, and that is damage pushback. So when we cast our Holy Light, look how long it takes. 2.5 seconds is a long time, and when you keep getting hit, especially by fast creatures, you will most likely not cast it off until you take more damage than when you would have healed. Now, some would say put Concentration Aura and then start casting, but that's a wasted global cooldown. As you can see, when you change auras, you have to wait a second and a half before you can use it. So this is a very strong talent. I would recommend going into this one, absolutely. And then one more point on Consecration. There is never a wrong decision to have another combat spell. Never, never, never. Having a nice little AoE spell would also help you with venturing into dungeons and tanking them, because it's easy AoE. You just pop your your Righteous Fury, and then you put one constant Consecration up, and there you go. Simple as that. Sorry, I'm a bit distracted. Cats are doing some weird stuff on the background. Anywho, that is what I would recommend. This is another 11 points. This would put you at exactly level 31. Afterwards, we go back to the Retribution tree. Now, I would personally put the next 5 points here because critical chance is very strong. Afterwards, 2 points into this, 2 points into this. Improved Retribution Aura is incredibly strong. That is the aura I would recommend you to use against normal creatures that auto-attack you, because it builds on. It keeps building on. Like currently at max rank with the talent, that's extra 30 damage per hit. Now if you attack creatures that are dual wielding, naturally they'll be hitting you more. So with each hit you take, they'll be taking some extra damage, and it really adds up. It adds up. Especially if you do Judgment of the Seal of Crusader, which increases the holy damage they take. It also increases the damage they take from Retribution Aura. And when we go down to the Vengeance, that also increases the damage they take from Retri Aura. Tested that out as well. So it's amazing. Aura, keep this for normal auto attackers. Absolutely. Now, next points. 3 here, of course. I personally do not take this while leveling. I believe Sanctity Aura is kind of geared towards PvP more rather than leveling. Now, there could be a hot debate about it. It's a personal preference. I never chose this talent. I never used this aura because there were many times that when I was facing casters in particular, I have my different resistance auras. I would pop the one that he's casting, and very often I would resist the spell. And the extra 10% damage is only to holy damage. So if your Seal of Command procs, sure, you get extra damage. When you judge, you get extra damage. If you face the rare undead or demon, it gains extra damage on the exorcism. That's why I will not choose this. If you want, choose this. It's alright. For 1 point, you gain a 10% increase in damage. I just personally don't believe this is that good for leveling. For PvP, that's a different topic entirely. You need as much damage as possible there. Anywho, I will skip this over and put 2 points in Blessing of Might. Now, Vengeance, obviously, and I would honestly take Repentance, since we're gonna be, people will want a Magora. That's the official PvP term for hardcore. Take this. It's a very nice talent for PvP. Incapacitation effects are very hard to remove without trinkets or, you know, invulnerability effects such as Ice Block, so I would take this. And now, you have 9 more points. Where would you want to go from here? Honestly, this is up to you. If you want to be extra safe, you can put some points here to heal yourself more and to reduce the lay on hands duration. That's fine. You can also put 5 points into, well, not Devotion Aura because you rarely would use it, but you can put 5 points here and then put 3 points into the melee hit just to reduce your chance to be missed, your auto attacks. And let's just put that for reference. But really, these last 9 points, you can put them anywhere. You can round up the 3 points here. You can put 1 here if you would like. This talent for leveling is absolutely useless. This is only for PvP. It doesn't really affect monsters. So as far as I know, maybe you can correct me, monsters don't use strength and agility. They just have attack power and armor. I could be wrong. But anyway, it's up to you. These 9 points are really inconsequential. You already have your core build. There's nothing really that would make you incredibly powerful. It's a preference choice. But let's go for the sake of argument. We'll put 5 here, 3 here, and I don't know, 1 here. There you go. That is your talent. So that is the Paladin's talent. That's how I would go about it.
What can I do for you?
As for the spells, so let's go down with each tree and, of course, the general things that they give you. Parry, absolutely learn that. There's no reason not to. Holy Light, learn that as every time you can. Purify, of course. Lay on Hands, of course. Seal of Righteousness. If you're gonna be going for Seal of Command entirely without even focusing on Seal of Righteousness, then don't buy this as soon as you level up the talent. If you go use the Seal of Righteousness, then level it up until rank about, let's see here, when does it? I would say around here, rank 5. Because the amount it increases between ranks, the damage, it's not that substantial. It really isn't. And it falls off immensely after rank 5. What I've noticed. So if you want to use Seal of Righteousness before you get Bonebiter, which is level 40, go ahead and level it up until rank 5. But once you reach level, once you gain Seal of Command on the talent tree, you can go ahead and skip it if you want to save up a few copper pieces. So there you go. Blessing of Wisdom, learn each rank. You're going to be joining dungeons. Might as well give everybody up-to-date one. Exorcism, learning every time. Don't want to miss a rank, especially when you fight demons and undeads. You can feel powerful and also how limited in mana you are. Flash of Light, obviously, learn it every time. Turn Undead, one of the few crowd control effects you have, and it's of course limited to undeads. Learn it. Rank it up every time you get the chance to. If you face many undeads, just fear one. There you go. You can even fight elite undeads safely with this, just so you can heal up. Let's continue down the path. Consecration, as I said, it's an amazing thing. Just keep leveling it up. Key note to put here, if you decide to tank dungeons, when you pull a group of mobs, let's say 3 and 4, drop max rank Consecration on the ground and then spam rank 1s just to maintain aggro. Otherwise, you'll be out of mana soon enough. Continue down the path. Anything new? Seal of Wisdom and Seal of Light. Now, this is primarily focused at Retri Paladins, which we are just going to be hurt during with our two-handed weapons. I would honestly skip both of these. No joke here. I would skip both of these spells. You really don't need them during leveling. You really don't. I have not used them once. Never that I find myself in a scenario where I'll be like, maybe I should cast this and it will save me mana or something. No. I rarely sat down to drink mana and health because I was optimizing my usage of heals and bandages. So these two spells, you can skip them just so you don't have to spend money on that. But honestly, the main thing you would spend money on is a mount, and Paladins don't spend money on a mount. So there you go. But this will save you some copper. Not really necessary for leveling. Blessing of Light, yes, learn it. You can, if you decide to heal dungeons, learn this, plop it on the tank. You got no problems healing with just spamming Flash of Light. Cleanse, learn this thing. It's amazing. It just solves all your problems in the world and also in PvP. Hammer of Wrath, learn this, but use it very rarely because the mana cost is insane. For PvP, it's amazing. It's an execute ability. It does a lot of damage, especially if it crits. If you're fighting some kind of creature and you want to kill it fast as possible, you have this ability. Or if you're fighting elites and you want to kill it as fast as possible, learn it. Just learn it. Just learn it. Do you want something, Cap? Shut up now. I gotta finish this. Anywho, let's continue forward. Holy Rat. Learn this. If you pull, like you can do once per minute, a huge pull of undeads, and you can do, or demons, and you can cast this. Honestly, I wouldn't even do this as Retri. Just pull 5 creatures and try to kill myself in them. Anywho, let's continue down the list. Anything else that might catch our attention? As I mentioned, learn every one of these blessings and greater blessings. They're nice. Okay, nothing here. Plate mail, obviously learn it. Devotion Aura. Keep it up to date when you're going to dungeons. If you tank them, Devotion Aura is king. It reduces the damage you take. If you feel like you're not taking too much damage, you can use Retribution Aura just to pump extra aggro on yourself. Hammer of Justice, non-negotiable. You buy it, you level it up. It's your stun. It's your once per minute very strong stun, especially for PvP, so there you go. Righteous Fury, buy this. There's probably going to be a tank shortage in official hardcore servers. I mean, there's always tank shortages because nobody wants to do that. You can buy this. You can form your own group. You can not invite warriors to contest you for your gear. You're set to go. Buy this. It's once. You don't rank it up. You buy it once. It costs a little bit of money, but whatever. Concentration Aura, like I said, every aura is very valuable. Buy this. Seal of Justice. Buy this because this is your seal that prevents monsters from running away. Many a times I see Paladins, like in most death clips, they just let a creature run away and pull another pack or more creatures, and it amounts to them dying. This thing, if you judge the target, it will not run. You will use this very rarely if you pull smart and you have situational awareness, but having this is never wrong. Keep it on your action bars. Use it, hotkey it if you feel like it's safe, and use it very wisely. But there's no reason not to buy this. Okay, Blessings of Salvation, of course. All the resistance auras, buy them. They're very good, especially when you fight casters. Don't skim on these. You can resist a lot of spells or reduce the damage they deal to you. Divine Intervention, well, if you want to troll yourself, and buy it, of course. I'm not gonna stop you of making a spectacle. Blessing of Sacrifice, honestly, I wouldn't buy this. For PvP, sure, But then again, there's not gonna be battlegrounds or group PvP sessions, so this is a wasted talent. Even for dungeons, if you want to, sure. I never found a use for this. I truly never found a use for this, where the extra 45 damage reduced from the tank would have saved them, because my tanks never died when I healed or when I was tanking. So there you go. You can skip this. I can't find a use for this. For group PvP, it's amazing because you cast it on somebody, and if they incapacitate you, this gets you out of it because you take damage. Same with sheep. But anyway, skippable since we're talking about hardcore. Let's go down. And that's pretty much it for the protection tree. Retribution. Blessings, as I said, keep it going. Judgment, this is your late game. This is your late game spell. Of course, you learn it. This is your only combat ability you're going to be using throughout your leveling journey, so enjoy. Make sure you get used to it. Seal of Crusader. Level this up every time you get the chance, because once you reach the point of level 40 where creatures don't die as fast, you will most likely start, and I'll recommend you start judging creatures with the Seal of Crusader, because it increases the holy damage they take, which the Seal of Command, the 70% holy damage you do from your weapon damage, is going to get increased. So yes, level this up. It's very nice. Retribution Aura is king. Already mentioned my thoughts upon it. Level it up. Level up. You can level up Seal of Command, because if you read the tooltip, the target is stunned or incapacitated, they will take 194 damage to 209, as opposed to 97 to 105 if they're not stunned. So this is whenever you use Hammer of Justice, or on the rare occasion Repentance on a humanoid, you will then want to use Seal of Command max rank to do it. I would say just level it up. Keep leveling it. So, Seal of Crusade, Retribution Aura, Seal of Crusade, yada yada yada. Anything else here? Greater Blessing of Might, of course. And that's pretty much it. Hope you enjoyed it. Leave a comment if I missed out anything. We'll look into it. Not the ultimate Paladin expert, but anyway. Catch you in the next one, and happy hunting.